Daniel's foundation for peace. Roxy me Daniel's foundation for equity. Odobo Roxy me Daniel's. Alálùbáríkà Roxy me Daniel's foundation for peace. Aláìjọba Daniel's foundation for equity. One man battalion. Àfúnimáwò bẹ̀ o. Àwí kọ̀ǹkọ̀ lójú ọlọ́run. Àgbẹ̀kàtà ẹ̀sìn ọlọ́run. You are an antidote for corruption. You speak the truth, you speak love and humanity. You tackle corruption, you set it facts. Bàbá ní rẹ́mẹ̀jì nínú ìlú Ìgégàdé. Nínú ìlú Ìgégàdé. We love you to me, we want you to know that you are exceptional. Wonderfully made, ìwọ náà ni olùdó àgbáyé. Rotimi Daniels, how about that? Rotimi, oh. Rotimi Daniels máa gbọ́ bí mo ṣe ń po kí àwọn bàbá tó bí ẹ lọ́mọ. Ǹlẹ́ ọmọ wọn ní Abẹ́òkúta ará Akémàjò ọmọ ẹrú ní tini ẹ̀kọ́ kì í sì nìyàn ọmọ yọmúyọmú gbòròǹké ọmọ wọmúwọmú o ṣàlòlòǹké. Ìwọ tún lọ́mọ wọn nílùú Ìbàdàn o. Ọmọ àjòrò tún ọmọ àjẹgbìnjẹ karahun àfikàrahun fún orí mu. Ọmọ Àjàyí Ògìdì òlu oníkànga àjípọn. Rotimi Daniels máa bá ṣẹ̀rẹ̀ lọ ìwọ làwa ń kọ́ fún. To help the oppressed and less privileged. Rotimi Daniels. To advocate for peace and social justice. Rotimi Daniels. To sponsor pro bono services for the less privileged. Be a voice for the oppressed and less privileged. We have to advocate for human rights and the rules of law. Ẹ bá mi kí Àjàní o. Ó kú iṣẹ́ ọpọlọ. Àjàní tó fẹ́ ní fọ́rọ̀. Tó fẹ́ ní fọ́rọ̀, tó fẹ́ ní fọ́lá. Liberation movements. Esther, they appreciate your efforts all the time. Wọ́n kàn sára sí Rotimi Daniels Foundation. Rotimi Daniels Foundation for money to kálẹ̀ ọlọ́run. Egbe. Onítọ̀wọ́ rẹ̀ bàjẹ́, onítọ̀wọ́ mi bàjẹ́ o. Egbe. Timi Daniels gbogbo aládàá tó ti ràn lọ́wọ́ pátá. Ẹlẹ́dàá wọn á sì rè fún wọn lọ́lá ọlọ́run ọba. Ẹ̀yin aláníkan nígbà ṣe ìrẹsẹ̀ àmì. You shall continue to grow from grace to grace. Higher level like bread. Timi Daniels, oh, nífẹ̀ẹ́ ní gbọ́bí ọ̀wọ́. Oh, magnify for me. Rotimi Daniels Foundation. Rotimi Daniels Foundation. Ọmọ ológo àgbáyé, ọmọ ológo tó ń sọ. Ológo ọmọ. Alálùbáríkà ọmọ ní Rotimi Daniels Foundation. Aláyé rẹ̀.
Ẹ ṣé bàbá mi. Good morning, good afternoon. Thank you so much, bàbá. Ẹ ṣé. Tí ò bá sẹ́yìn kò sémi. Tí ò bá sáwọn tó fẹ́ gbọ́ òótọ́ kò lè sí Rótìmí Daniels Foundation. Ẹ ṣé. Thank you so much. Really appreciate. Yes, sir. As you all can see behind me, Dangote made a submission few days ago. In that submission, Dangote was claiming that the federal government makes 52 kobo on every 1 naira that he sells his bags of cement. It is very easy to quickly jump to conclusion that how wicked can this government be? This government is evil under the leadership of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who I don't see as my president anyways. But on my page, I love to appreciate critical analysis. I love to make sure that, irrespective of my personal disposition towards someone, the truth is the truth. That is the reason why when I am agitated to call out bad eggs in religions, I have also left room to appreciate the few ones who are actually doing the right thing, which all of you already know. I have a number of pastors as friends. That's the truth. When they wake up in the morning, I hear their prayers. I say amen. Somebody even sent chat to me yesterday concerning one of the evangelists in one of your organizations. Said he's his brother. But we are tired of all of this madness in the body of Christ. I said, please, this is my WhatsApp number. Let us talk, because he's asking for a way out. And because of my critical analysis, irrespective of who the person is the reason why I am going to be surprising you today concerning the claim of Dangote. Who says Tinubu's government takes 52 kobo from every 1 naira on cement? That is 6,240 from every bag of cement. Before I go into my analysis, because I don't have much time today, it is important to let us know that Maureen Badejo has been finally released. I made a video this morning to that effect. And to whom honor is due, let's give honor and appreciation. Number one, the presidential aspirant or candidate under the party of AAC, in the person of Omoyele Sowore. You see this guy. At times I don't even know. But let me just be simple. Rotimi Daniels Foundation will want to say thank you for not giving up on this fight against the wrong use of law and power in our society. You didn't just start today. I read on Funke Ashekun's page how you and some other people stood up in Unilag back then to fight some right cause, which enabled her to graduate the year she did, even though she went to camp 2 weeks late. But you stood up and that service was possible. Instead of them losing a whole year, you stood up. And the track records are there. Thank you so much, Omoyele Showore. We cannot even appreciate you enough. Number 2, under the leadership of IGP Disu, sir, it is possible that you also use your power to say that this is not going to be possible if you are like the past IGPs. And it is not only you, sir. Every Nigeria Police Force personnel who was involved in seeing to this to have happened, on behalf of Rotimi Daniels Foundation, the people who love truth, the people who love humanity, the people who love justice are saying thanks to you, sir. I go all the way to the judiciary. Whosoever that judge is, Okoba Adalba Oni Shanyi Lese, your children will not be treated unjustly anywhere they go in life. We want to appreciate you, either sir or ma, for making sure that this bail is granted without further friction. Every legal person who was involved in the court proceedings, Rotimi Daniels Foundation and his lovers, all truth lovers, are saying thank you. God bless you. And lastly, I want to say thanks to Dr. DK Olukoya. Some of you will be saying, why are you thanking him? Is he not the person that did it? And also Johnson Suleiman, because the two names have been coming up on this unlawful detention of Maureen Badejo. But I will not go in the direction that so many of you would have even wanted. If it was possible that some people, you remember Otobo, you remember what she went through, that she actually had to come and be making video again to say everything she said was a lie, despite all the evidences released on social media. If it was possible that somebody spent 9 years of his life talking about Mr. Femi, so many of us listened to that interview last year. We wept, especially where the mother was saying that she went to beg Dr. Olukoya, and Olukoya was saying the same thing, that Mr. Femi should make a video, whatever. We all know the story. But in this wise, I am telling you the truth. The nation we have built, not for our children now, against the survival of our children, could have enabled Dr. DK Olukoya to say, you know what, ma for money show, I will show you who runs the street. I will show you the kind of power I have in presidency. I will show you that even in Nigeria Police Force, in judiciary, I have the connections like web of a spider. it should catch you up. It's such a Dr. Dike, look at I could have done that. But today, Maureen is out. And I will not hide. Don't forget that I didn't even know anything was going on today. I made a video yesterday. Angrily, I was daring Dr. Dike Oluko. I said, if you know you have God, let Maureen come and let that God go and judge. And today I woke up to that good news. In that wise, Dr. Duke Olukoya, on behalf of Nigerians and other Christians who have been weary, who have been depressed by all of these occurrences coming up on social media, today they are happy. And on their behalf, I am saying thank you. Torí ẹ̀yin alágbára náà lẹ sọ wípé ẹni tó bá jù ní lọ, ó lè jù nínú. We are saying thank you. Johnson Suleiman, I don't know how to say thank you in your language, but we are saying thank you. Ejogunmi. This is the time that pastors, GOs, bishops, in connection with all the members they have all over that Nigeria, that some of us in diaspora, wọn bí ìyá tó bí mi dá, that all of you will be on the street. Màá ní mò ń ṣe hourly job kan níbí báyìí. I will use my credit card and be on ground. That I will see giants in the Lord stopping prayers and saying this is time for action. That CAN and PFN will be awake and they will stop whatever rubbish that is currently going on and say, you know what? If Jesus were to come today, as we have been preaching to Nigerians, is he going to accept all our services? Why is it difficult for different denominations if you people actually care for the masses? That Redeem will break down their walls of doctrines. That Winners will break down their walls of doctrines. CAC all over the world will break down their walls of doctrines. Oyakilome, Iginla, Taiwo, Josa, Mojo, Epaphras, and all of you, that you will break down all your walls of doctrines and unanswered endless prayers. And say, for once, we want to come together according to the songs that you taught us when we were growing up. That we are here of the Father. We are jointed with the Son. We are children of the kingdom. We are family. We are one. Where are those songs today? I weep as I sing that song. Because the kingdom of Christ, the Christianity we were told, we were taught, will never ever be quiet in the face of injustice. If they had prayed then, they would also stand up. What happened? Why are the giants sleeping? Why is it that these walls cannot be broken down? And let us all join hands and fight these cabals. Why can't we all break down these walls of individual doctrines that Jesus has not laid for any one of you? That we will stand up together and fight as common people. You want to tell me that all of you will be on the street in a peaceful protest as accepted, as acceptable under the Constitution of Nigeria, and your members will say they are busy, both home and abroad? Kamari ni Paul wi. In all of this, I still tender my appreciation I still tender my appreciation on behalf of those who actually want and appreciate the truth. Thank you so much. Maureen Badejo, we are rejoicing with you. Ajá tó lọlé ẹkùn tó bọ̀, wọ́n ní yóò fẹ́ jẹ̀wẹ̀ kó mọ̀ dúpẹ́. We appreciate God on your behalf. And we say welcome back home. Concerning this post about what do they call him? Dangote. And this current regime. All of you will remember, I keep saying it because either people find my whole Facebook page or it is totally deaf, dumb, and dead. Conscience is the most important. That at the end of the day, I was one of the people clamoring for no election, Operation No Election. Some individuals who even opened online radio to campaign for this regime. Simple Firm, I remember now, was on my live video maybe early last year, upper year, to say, Mr. Rotimi, he came on my live video, he didn't hide it. That was the day he promised to help me open websites for some of you who have been with me for so long. Simple Firm is his name, he's in Canada. He came on the live video and he said he wanted to say sorry. I said, sorry for what? He said he was part of the people abusing me when I was saying that we shouldn't campaign for election, we shouldn't allow election, that we should all fight for constitutional change. The constitutional change, that it is only Showore that has mentioned it, knowing fully well that that is the source of our problems. So the man came on my live video and he was apologizing. He said he didn't see what I saw. I said it's not because I have personal beef with anybody. Tinubu did not feed me. I don't feed him. I don't know him from Adam. No politician, even when ADC person came to me, I think Uncle Adedeji will say have that voice note because I recorded the agent's voice notes. I sent it to few people. I said, they are bringing politics to me. I am not interested. I remember sending it to Uncle Adedeji. If you have a candidate that you can monitor, give it to them. But as for me, I am not doing politics. Orúkọ tèmi ti build on integrity here at Yotoi. I cannot soil it because of any amount. And that is me. So at the end of the day, I was saying that we should not allow this election to take place. And Buhari came in. Tinubu came in. And then after all said and done, they started singing the tip of the iceberg then. And the man said anytime I was cursing the people who allowed this to happen, that it was always touching him, that he feels very sorry being in Canada and he will impose somebody like Tinubu on Nigerians. I said it is not only you. Even as bad as it is today, have we not seen people that you think are sane behind this government? As much as these things can go on and on, all the things that this government is doing, either to directly or indirectly eliminate Nigerians, to take out Nigerians in numbers, it is important I tell Dangote, when people who have moral justifications, who are shameful, who have senses of shame, when they are talking, Dangote, you should keep quiet. People who have been with me for so long will remember that 4 years ago and 2 years ago, respectfully, I made videos to tell Dangote, if people are lying to you that you are the richest man in Nigeria or Africa, they are lying to you. They don't know facts. They don't have senses. And some of you will say, I have explained it before and I will explain it today. And when I see somebody who is biased, who is tribalistic in nature, who is wicked. I can perceive the odor far off. Dangote, you stink. How come that it is this regime of Bola Ahmed Tinubu that you will now come out? What happened during the 8 years of Buhari? You never said the government was collecting anything from you. After all, Buhari and Tinubu, they belong to the same evil party. So when people who have moral standings, who have conscience are speaking, Dangote, you dare shut your crap. And the reason why I'm going in this direction, in the next few minutes, I will explain. Let me go and mix my engine oil. I want to go and mix my engine oil. Show you. Nítorí ọ̀rọ̀ máa yí kí n ṣojú lásán. Ojúbọ̀rọ̀ kan la fi máa ṣe lénìí. Ó ń padà bọ̀.
Fajaleto, we stand for justice, we stand for justice over religion. Fajaleto, we stand for justice. We are religious, we like it. We are religious, we are outside. Are we going to follow you? Akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ létí ọlọ́run. Tọ́lọ́rọ̀ bá gbọ́, kí ni bàbá ọlọ́rọ̀ wá fẹ́ ṣe? Lórí òtí wàá jálè tó. We stand for truth and justice. We are liberated religiously. Tábà ṣẹ̀bẹ̀ nínú epo ẹ̀pà ẹni máa yọ ayé ìlà nípa àjà ilé. Làákàyè rẹ̀ kò máa ní dọ́gba. Tìmí Daniels. Ogun ayé kò ní borí rẹ̀ wò. Ó máa ní tẹnu tó bí ọ̀wọ́. Ayé kò ní rí ẹ mú. Tìmí Daniels. Ayé kò ní rí ẹ pa. Nítorí òtítọ́ ló gbé dání. Òtítọ́ ló gbé dání. Bá ṣe bá ọmọ náà ògo tó ń lò ènìyàn. Rọ́ọ̀tì ní láti You speak truth, love and humanity over religions. Láàárín àwùjọ. Tìmí Daniels, wọ́n lọ fẹ́ An antidote for corruption. You speak the truth, you speak the facts. You tackle corruption. You break the table. You break protocols. You break shackles. Father, Rotimi, Father. Father.
All right.
Ilé gbogbo ọkọ sọ fún tọkọ pé Tìmí Daniels is there for unity. Fàájálẹ̀tò, we stand for unity. Fàájálẹ̀tò, we stand for justice. We are religious.
Okay. Lọ ṣiṣẹ́ ọpọlọ. You are welcome back from that short break in transmission. Ẹ káàbọ̀ padà látòjú ọjà. Now, let's get into business and send strong message to Dangote. Rotimi fears nobody. If you are rich in your pocket. Tili oge to geje. Yes. Few years ago, it was very difficult for so many of you to understand what this madman was saying. You know why? Because back then, children would be going to school, and mothers and fathers, to a very reasonable extent, they were sure under normal circumstances that the children will come back. But today, children are leaving the house. Parents' BP is on the high because as they are seeing the children out the gate or out the door, current day Nigeria, parents are not sure whether those kids will come back home alive. If it is not kidnapping, that when the phone rings, parents who have school, who have kids in the university, polytechnic, colleges of education, they are afraid. Ṣé kìí ṣe pé ransom náà fẹ́ béèrè? Ṣé wọn ò tí ì jí mi lọ́mọ gbé? Right? Today, it has come to that level. Okay. Back then, it was very easy to jump to conclusion that our ladies who appear indecent and immodest on social media was by choice. They wanted to sell market. But today, this regime has pushed us to a level where our girls, most of them, appear like that on social media, not by their will, but because they don't even have the means to change their wardrobe. Wọ́n ti fọ aṣọ ti kéré tó gan tán dẹ̀ ní náà dẹ̀ fi ń ṣayé lórí social media. Then, our soldiers were gallant. They were proud of serving the nation. But today, see how many soldiers have granted interview about how dirty and bloody our government is today. Back then, we could go to hospitals and be sure that the doctors that will attend to us, they know what they are doing. They were like mechanics, where mechanics would quickly test your car and they will tell you, Mama, CV joint, change. Sakiru, Sarewa lo change, Sarewa lo 2 SMOTO. In 2-3 hours, if the parts are available, you are gone. Our doctors were like that. But today, medical sector is in serious shambles. Medical sector in Nigeria today is a death trap. 2-3 days ago, in an hospital, maybe Ibadan or Osun, I can't remember, a pregnant woman gave birth to twin babies. Do you know what the doctor did? He hit one and declared that the person gave birth to one. What was the doctor, what was that hospital going to do with the other baby? I can go on and mention the reason why you people didn't listen to me then. But today, you'll be forced to listen to my submissions about Dangote. He is a heartless businessman that doesn't want the good of the people. Now that a Yoruba man is in power, Dangote is now ready to spill to say that this is how much they are collecting from him. Is it not the same APC that was in power when you acquired everything you acquired, where you built your refinery? Why is Nigeria refinery not functioning today? Ask Dangote and the cabals. Now you think you can talk and Nigerians will listen to you. When we are speaking, you keep quiet, Dangote. You do not have the moral justification. You are also part of the people damaging us as a people. Now, getting more into the business so that we lecture these good for nothing bloodsuckers. In economics, everybody who passed through senior secondary school 1, 2, 3, because you might have gotten to higher institution and not take economics again, but the elementary economics that we did, lots of demands and supply. The higher this demand, the higher the supply. And you remember we drew all those graphs. As demand is being increased, the producers must increase their production so that there will not be scarcity of a particular produce. Ẹ jẹ́ ká lecture ara wa now. Now, they went further in that economics. The more the producers, the more there will be healthy competition when it comes to price. This is what Nigeria was known for. That is why back then you have various banks doing their businesses, you have various producers of a particular product. Elephant cement. In the world of detergents, we had Homo, we had Elephant, we had Clean. In the world of bar soap, we had ST, we had Premier, we had a lot of them then. Joy, Lux. Healthy competition. And this made life so easy for the masses. This is what we studied in school. But when it comes to Dangote, you want to tell me that people have not tried to raise money and go into production of cement, production of indomie, production of sugar, production of salt, and whatever is using our resources to produce. But did the federal government supporting Dangote, Isato, did they give them license? Some of you are not thinking outside the box. Were they not giving licenses? That is happening in Nigeria of today. Now, finally, when it comes to banking sector, at what rate do they offer Dangote loan? Why is it that banking sector makes life difficult for small scale industries? But the people like Dangote can have access to our own money, using it for various businesses. When you come out and selfishly and stupidly say that Dangote is the richest man in Nigeria and Africa, I will tell you what other people have been given the same pedestal that Dangote is having today through the activities of the cabals. All of whom have shares in Dangote company. Let them come out and spill the milk if they have conscience. The more the producers, the lesser the price. It is very simple. If I'm producing this and another person is producing the same thing, definitely we want more buyers, more consumers on our side by reducing the price, even if it is by 50 cent or 50 kobo margin. That is economics. But in Nigeria of today, one person thinks that he has the autonomy of power to produce anything he's producing. Dangote, you are one of the most evil beings in Nigeria. If nobody is ready to tell you the truth, I will tell you. Of course, I know you don't have conscience. Let me quickly say this. In a sane world, if you have a business like Dangote's, if your trailer, if your truck, if any of your vehicles unalived someone, you know how much you are paying. But in Nigeria, because of the useless and good for nothing entities we put in place as leaders, there is no accountability. You kill somebody's, you kill your trailer, eats and buy the breadwinner of a household. How much does Dangote pay these families under the laws of Nigeria? We are talking about human life. Dangote, if there's anything you're enjoying today, you're enjoying the fact that the people that you also help to be in power, they have made human lives to be the cheapest in Nigeria. All of you will pay for your wickedness. Thank you so much, Ahmed Oladejo. God will judge all of you before you even leave this planet Earth. You all will be judged according to the works of your hands. In a sane world, if you were to pay all the people that your trusts have unalived, Dangote, you will be nowhere to be found. You will be washed clean. You will be washed clean. Nothing to go to show forth again. Under a say, because do you know that Dangote trailers were seen in China? Or which country was that? They were so clean, they were so well taken care of. But when it comes to Nigeria, they manage things. Who exactly is in charge of signing that this truck is roadworthy? It is the same Dangote trailer they will store. They say they see firearms in there. It's the same Dangote trailer they will see. They are seeing insurgents, Boko Haram or Fulani, traveling from one place to another. Is it only you? Who told you that you are the owner of Nigeria, if I may ask you? Dangote, I am ready for your matter today. Because the common problems we are having today, they are now making people to hear what I have been saying. Are you not ashamed of yourselves? They are unaliving people in thousands. You didn't see anything about it. The only thing you could come out to say shamelessly is that the government is taking 52 kobo from. You should be ashamed of yourself for being an animal in human skin. Emir of Sokoto, who is part of you people dine and wine together. How many times have you told Emir of Sokoto to stop what he's doing when it comes to Sharia law? That Nigeria is a liberal state. That Nigeria, we are free to do whatever we like, and no religion has the power to unalive anybody practicing any other religion. How many times, Dangote? Now you want to paint Bola Ahmed Tinubu black. Is Bola Ahmed Tinubu telling you that he wants to be pink or red or even brighter color? Are all of you not in the same group? Group set to damage Nigerians because of our own wickedness. How much do you pay the families whose members, whose loved ones have been unalived by your trucks? So I tell you for free today, if people that are looking for a way to make life better for Nigerians are speaking, Dangote, you keep quiet, you don't say anything. So it is your useless business that is more important to you than the lives being taken out. You are at that position where you could make things happen, where you could make this terrorism stop. But did you use your position? Now you shamelessly come out to talk about cement. May thunder fire your generation. You good for nothing entity. I blame the current regime in whom Nigerians were placing their last hope. That people could run away with ballot boxes because of this good for nothing entity in government. Even if you give them money, they could decide they were not doing it. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, because you forced yourself on a nation by the help of miscreants like you. And yet you now got to the position. What have you been able to do? What have you been able to do with that office? Apart from making life more and more difficult for Nigerians. May God judge, once again, may God judge all of you. And when we want to trace back to history, we have to blame PDP too. They had 16 years. That should be 4 regimes. What did they achieve in Nigeria before these good for nothing entities planned what they planned against Jonathan? You now have the other, so that people will now start even seeing Tinubu as a worse person than he has been seen, because he's a Yoruba man. You good for nothing entities, Yoruba man will be in position, he will carry Yoruba people, either they are thieves, either they are looters, either they are killers, they put them in government. If an Hausa man gets into position, he will put Hausa all over. Igbos are not allowed to even touch it, because I know they will be doing the same thing too, if not worse. Then why is it not difficult for us to go our separate ways? If not because all of you wine and dine only to make life more difficult for Nigerians. You good for nothing entities. And today, we have another opportunity. We are standing at a crossroad. Are we going to be elected and we're going to be casting our votes for somebody who can bring what he has learned in school, who can bring it into reality, in the person of Omoyele Sowore? The likes of the Western world and Europe, don't let me lie to you, they will never want somebody like Omoyele Sowore to get there, because he is learned. He will never want to be a puppet to them. I would say it's like Ibrahim Traore in civilian wear, because he looks at no faces. I tell you for free, you give somebody like that a chance, all our children will pray for us tomorrow, because all of you will now realize that, so these resources are here and Nigerians can use it for what it is meant for, instead of rice sharing good for nothing entities. Àwọn tẹ́bí pàyà wọn kú, àwọn tí ìyá wọn ń dóko kiri láti bọ́ wọn wá dé position, wọ́n ń harass fáwọn ọmọ Nàìjíríà. It will never be well with all of you in government. You will never know peace. When that peace is tomorrow to come into your life, it will always remain tomorrow for where you have pushed Nigerians into. Unless, if we cannot find one person, just one person, I say one child that doesn't deserve what we're going through currently. There are some videos that Punch, Vanguard, and all these major media houses will not propagate, because they are being muzzled. I am happy I spoke with Uncle kí lorúkọ wọn náà? I spoke with Ifanka Hallelujah. I spoke with this Uncle Kinika Abe Fagboro. Just last year, before my birthday last year, I spoke with him. Say, Rotimi, you're doing a wonderful job. But immediately we allow some of the things we are speaking of on our station, before the end of that program, NBC will sanction us. That is how useless that nation is. They are not allowed to carry the news going around. How many of you know that part of the people adopted about 2 weeks ago, 25 girls, 25 ladies, they were tied, their hands behind their back, and they were slaughtered like animals, and they were shouting Allah Akbar on the soil of Nigeria? How many of you have seen it? How many of you have seen the video where these animals where these animals were roasting human beings and they were cutting the flesh, they were hitting, recording the video. How barbaric can you politicians be in Nigeria? How useless, how much useless can you be? And that is why, even through your children, your wives, you will never have peace of mind. The halaless will make sure that you all are frustrated before you die. That human beings have now become objects that the animals you brought into the country, they were roasting a human being and they were cutting the flesh. I almost vomited watching that. You are hiding your own families away abroad while the poor masses are dying in thousands every day. I saw another video, so many people killed and they were put in trenches and they were still shooting at them to make sure that they all died. You, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, you are still there when you are supposed to have vacated that office. And yes, I'm happy that you are still there. Because when we decided to take the right step, some of you will say, hey, what have you done to help the nation? What are you doing to help? I single-handedly raised petition. Thank God, this time I want to appreciate Bolly Legal Tips for always being there. Thank you so much. We wrote a petition about 3-4 days ago. If it were to be rubbish talks now, that one person is putting somebody in prison and they were fighting and everything. Easy distractions by paid, useless, dirty bloggers who call themselves human rights activists. All of you will share it. You will say, yes. Is it my family that is being killed now? I said, okay, help me sign that petition. From that yesterday or the day before yesterday to date, even the signing is not even up to 50. So we deserve worse as a people. If it is a Aproko video we posted now that one pastor is sleeping with somebody, all of you will rush there. All of you will be happy because it is Aproko. Now, something that will benefit our children. Something that will benefit us tomorrow. We raised a petition. Nobody is ready to sign. This government is killing us. Enough is enough before it gets out of hands. All of you are acting as if you didn't see it. I have done what my conscience tells me to do, and I'm so clear of it. I even raised another video yesterday. Not one person can say, okay, please, where is the link? Let us begin to sign it. Let us begin to sign. You acted as if, no, it is none of your business. So as long as I can go, what gives you the impression that when your children go out, this coming week, they will come back to you if they are not kidnapped? You don't want to sign that petition, yet you are crying under the video where a university graduate in Jos was kidnapped and being beaten like animals. How many videos have we seen of that? Should we sit down and continue? He said, we're not taking action. We're not doing this. I didn't cover my face. I opened my face. My name is there as the pioneer of that petition. Whatever they want to do, let them do it. Enough is enough. Nigerians do not know how much power they have at their disposal. If you have conscience, at least if you don't love yourselves, what about our children? My sister Adoni Arike Ademorinyi Murayo. I have done 2-3 videos on my Facebook page. I posted it. But if I post something about from the hospital, that is the only thing we always want to keep busy with, and that is why riffraffs can become your spokesman in the community. That in Nigeria of today, we see such riffraffs who wasn't even born yet. When one like Showore was advocating for truth, love, and humanity and justice. He's saying he has something on Showore. I looked at that person. I told some people, I said, please don't share. Some of you will be looking at me now. I told you, Pandra, don't be sharing anything about this guy with me. We're not there the same level. Forget it. We are telling you that Both religion and politics are the tools being used against us. But why do you think the likes of Baba Deboye? We tell church members that when terrorists come to them, Baba Deboye was actually mocking his own members. That when they come, make sure you have the cheekbone of an animal to fight back. Baba Deboye, are you not ashamed of yourself? How many of you remember that video about maybe 2 years ago? Baba Deboye was advising Nigerians they should go and have cheekbone to fight people who are coming with machine guns, automated machine guns. How useless of a father are you, sir? How more useless can you be that in redeemed churches we can be singing Tinubu bosses? You are part of the people that we are saying, say, you will never have peace of mind. You will never have peace of mind on anything that concerns you. For this wickedness you have brought upon Nigerians. And I hope that redeemed members will wake up and run away from you. That everything being used to cover their faces, to cover their brains, Eledumare will make those scales fall off their eyes. How dare you? Your security personnel, Baba Deboye, why are they not using bones to protect you? You good for nothing, elderly, wicked soul. You are telling Nigerians to use cheekbone of cow to protect themselves, knowing fully well that whatever you tell them, they must listen and they must carry chairs and clap for you. God has shown you your mansion in heaven, yet you are afraid to buy so that at least people can be set free. But I tell you today, as the Lord liveth, sir, unless if it is not the word of God that you people preach, Isaiah 49 from verse 24, can the lawful captives be set free? And they be recovered from the head, from the claws of you wicked souls? Bible says yes. And do you know what that Bible says further? He says he will feed you with your own flesh. He will feed you. He will make you drink your own blood like wine. Is it not happening? Ẹ̀yin àgbàyà olóṣò lórí burúkú akúmámọ́nà. Igi tútù ń wó lulẹ̀, gbígbẹ yín ń dúró, àìlójútì ló ń ṣe yín. That you can see even talk on it. How many prophecies have you said your father said will happen? Which of them come to pass? Baba Deboye and all the puppies you have given birth to. All of you should be ashamed of yourselves. I posted something yesterday. I said, in the faces of real challenges, you so-called giants, they call you giants. They don't know that you are ants. They don't know that you are all toothless dogs. Because of what? Because of Ijekuje. I am ashamed of you. Twa! I vomit when issues about you come on my feed, social media feed. I want to throw up because you are a shameless, good for nothing elderly man with everyone who has not been able to speak. Your shame, they shame me. Now not get shame at all. And I not love your family at all, because if you not love your family members, you will be standing up if you love your grandchildren. That one day they will want to come back to that Nigeria. Is this the same useless Nigeria you want your grandchildren to come to? Or you think abroad is where they will always be forever? What if policy changes tomorrow? What if policy changes tomorrow and everybody is sent back home? Is this in Nigeria that you have used Jesus to create? Is this the same Nigeria they will come to? Oh, Yedepo, is this the same Nigeria your grandchildren who are abroad, is this the same Nigeria they will come to? All of you know the right thing to do. You are just manipulating the people. You all are manipulators, and God will judge you the same way he will judge every wicked person. Except if I don't truly love that Nigeria and Nigerians. And I will tell you for fact, for free today, sir, all of you pastors, don't think that whatever leaf, whatever root, whatever herb whatever blood you're using to tie people down is what is working. Naturally, Nigerians are giving people. Nigerians are merciful people. Quote me anywhere in the world. But you politicians and religious wolves, you have pushed us to a limit where we don't even have mercy on our family members again. Aren't you all ashamed of your sorry selves? Aren't you ashamed of yourselves? That today we see Redeemed Parish. Whosoever that pastor of that Redeemed Parish is, you will not die well. You will use your own hands to bury your own children. That Redeemed Parish, o máa fọwọ́ gbé aya sín, o máa fọwọ́ gbé ọmọ sín. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà ńbẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ ń gbàdúrà sí bọ́ọ̀sì òṣì tí Tinubu gbé fún yín, ẹ ní nísinmi, ẹ mọ̀ wọnú ìdààmú, ẹ mọ̀ wọnú ìfòòró ni. Omi ẹran yín àtẹ̀jẹ̀ yín, Elédùmarè ó mọ̀ fi dè yín, ẹ ní rí bá ti ṣe, ẹ ní rọ́nà gbégbà. That this regime is killing people like fowls and you can collect a bus from them. Is this what Jesus will do if he were to be alive today? Gbogbo yín pátá tẹ́ wà involved, you will never have anything good to say about your lives. Gbogbo yín lẹ máa kúkú ọ̀wọ̀ọ̀wọ̀, ẹ máa kúkú òjijì, ògùn á máa fẹ̀jẹ̀ yín wẹ̀, ẹ máa rìn dọ́tẹ̀bí ń pọ̀nà. How can we be so selfish? How can we be so self-centered? Kò kàn mí, ara lé mi ló kàn. How? How? And these are the common factors that we have in religion and politics today. And that is why I titled today's video, Common Factors of Religion and Politics. In a state where Nigerians are no longer worried about feeding. But that even if hunger will kill them, don't let it even be from the hands of terrorists. That all of you APC running pastors, political pastors are running. It is the same Prime Minister Ayodele, another Ashie, Olori Buruku, that will say God told him that if APC remains in government, Nigeria will not know peace. The same Prime Minister Ayodele is in the camp of APC, whining and dining. Ayodele, oh, ni kure, oh, ni nísinmi. Ṣiṣẹ́ máa bá ṣiṣẹ́ tọ́mọ ewúrẹ́ ń ṣe tó ń gùn yẹn, á máa bá àwọn èso tó jáde lára ẹ̀. All of you pastors in this regime that are supporting this regime killing us. Gbogbo àwọn ọmọ yín pátá, ògùn ọmọ fẹ̀jẹ̀ wọn wẹ̀, ẹ mọ sàárè ọmọ. Ẹ ní rí bá ti ṣe, ẹ ní rọ́nà gbégbà, ẹ ní ìsinmi. Mo tún sọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí. Ẹ̀yin olòṣì olórí burúkú àtòkò wa balẹ̀ jẹ́, ẹ̀yin ìran ìjẹkújẹ. How much can Tinubu? How much is your conscience? Maybe Tinubu will even be regretting giving you whatever he's giving you, knowing fully well that you can be muzzled with even far lesser amount. Èló lẹ fún pastor yẹn? Máa fún wọn ní 200 million. Àìbàtí fún wọn tó bẹ́ẹ̀, conscience wọn cheap. You should have given them like 10 million. Their conscience is so cheap. It is so shameful that the same people that all of you fight for, hey, their God will punish you, their God will pay you. Ní ṣoríire papọ̀. Is it not the same God they are selling for cheap to a common politician, to a common bloodthirsty man who wants to lord himself over us by fire, by force? Are you not ashamed of yourselves? You are using that same God to terrorize me, Rotimi Daniels. Àtẹ̀yin àtọlọ́run yẹn, ní jọ kúre. That you are threatening me. Even with the video I made yesterday, you are still threatening me that their God will buy me, their God will do this. The God that they have sold for what? For monetary values. Ayé yín ti bàjẹ́. Agbára Ọlọ́run mi kò lè di bàjẹ́ o láíláí. Can you sing that song under their leadership? Agbára Ọlọ́run mi kò lè di bàjẹ́. Agbára Ọlọ́run yín ti di bàjẹ́. Agbára Ọlọ́run yín ti bàjẹ́, ó ti ń rùn. All of you are stinking unless you change your ways. Unless you change your ways, which I know you can't. What they have on all of you, you cannot even change your ways because they will expose you. I dare Baba Deboye to speak against these killings in the government. I dare him. Call them giants in the Lord. Those that are like ants before God. They are the ones you are saying as giants. Reason why? Because you also are dullards. You are dead in the spirit. Your spiritual eyes are blind. That is all there is to say. So for Dangote, when people who have conscience are speaking, you dare not speak. When people who have moral compass are trying to condemn any government, are trying to expose or throw jabs at any government, Dangote, you keep quiet. You are a good for nothing entity. And for some of us who are so contented, we see you as how you are. You cannot hide yourself from us. You are a wicked soul, feeding on blood of Nigerians.
Bluetooth mode.
Please, if you know you want to help us to sign that petition, my WhatsApp number is +234 80 9290 6250. I will call that number again. Please, you can help me put it on the screen. If you are willing to help us sign the petition to let it go viral, because if you're not tired about this bloodshed, I am tired. I am weak. I had to call in sick. People who are close to me know this fact. I had to call in sick at work on the 14th and on the 15th. Not because I was busy, but because I could not go to work with that mindset so that I don't get myself killed. My job is dangerous. You make any mistake, you can get clinched and you are gone forever. The company continues. So if you're not weary, if you're not tired of this killings and whatever bloodshed, please, I am tired. Our children are tired. And all they could say is, Daddy, Mommy, what is happening? If you know you are tired, please, my WhatsApp number, let me put it on the screen so that people will copy. +234. I will immediately share the link with you to begin to sign. The link is we tagged the United Nations, we tagged Organization of African Unity, we tagged African Union and the other bodies because they cannot be there while these killings are going on in Nigeria. Enough is enough. How much blood are they willing to feed on before they stop this madness going on? So that is why the petition is very important. +234 80 9290 6250. I will call that number again. Let me put it in the comment section, please. +234 80 9290 6250. Thank you so much. Light up. Thank you so much. YouTube family, Facebook family, Instagram, please let me put that number in comment section so that people will see. +234 80 929. Thank you so much, Laura. 9290 6250. +234 8092906250. After this short live video, I will make a short video, 1 minute video. I will put my number there. If you're willing to help us sign this petition, just reach me through that WhatsApp number. I will post it on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and also TikTok. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Edeneka. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much, Casey.
Fajaleto, we stand for justice. We stand for justice over religion. Fajaleto, we stand for justice.
Mo fẹ́ sáré sọ nǹkan kan, but ìkan lára àwọn tó close mọ́ mi dáadáa tá a jọ sọ̀rọ̀ láàárọ̀ yìí. I see her as my blood. We were chatting and ọ̀rọ̀ kan rọ̀bọ̀ máa kàn yan lérèfé. Myself and Funke Ashekun, we were good friends and we are still good friends. So sometimes last year, she reached out to me and said there is a link that she raised a petition and I should help her push it and everything. I forwarded the link to a number of places, first and foremost. Then this anti-blogger called me and said I should never have anything to do with Funke Ashekun. I should not allow her to be on my page. I should not allow her to use my profile on my page to push out whatever she was pushing. That she was not ready to share all the evidences that if something happens, what evidence you use, blah, blah, blah. So I said that there is sense in what this woman blogger is saying. My own motive is different from any other person's motive. That is why I do my one-man battalion. It is not pride. When I tried to bring in some people to be with me, you saw what happened. They came because of money and ulterior motives. Some came for fame. You all have seen it. And because they could not get these things, they decided to spread propaganda about me. That some of you, I see somebody screen recorded this. I saw comments of some of you there and saying jargons that you do not know. Okay? So, and I went back to Funke Ashekun. Meanwhile, in 2021, there is an Igbo brother of mine, Raphael. He already shared some things with me that I have. Some of you have seen it. But they were not just enough for me to post or for me to work on. So, well, let me let it slide. I'm a big money, I can pay go. So when Funke Ashekun will send me the evidences she had, I just quickly jumped to conclusion that it is what I had before, since 2021, that she sent to me. I was like, there should be new people, there should be people that will be willing to speak. So I was using wisdom to go with things. So this woman blogger who started running her mouth all over social media against this fight and all this, it was less than 2 weeks. I saw that Funke Ashekun was on a platform. And I was like, wow. So this woman thinks I am looking for fame or money like they are doing on social media. Is that why she came to me and said I should never allow Funke Ashekun to use my platform to talk about anybody? So, because I am a man, I don't have time for too much talk. On my TikTok, because the same person when we were talking, how do you people make money on TikTok? I said, I don't make money on TikTok. I don't know how they monetize. Canada is not even monetized on TikTok. Blah, 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 blah. Because it's all about money to them. And all of you are on their pages. So when she told me, and 2 weeks after I saw Funke Ashekun on a light, I'm like, is this not the same woman that told me not to allow Funke Ashekun to use my platform to hear her opinion? So on TikTok, on Facebook, everywhere, on my WhatsApp, I blocked her off. I cannot be doing this and still be dealing with two-face. People who today, they are with you, trying to get things from you, only tomorrow they do whatever they can do to get money. I don't deal with that. So Funke Ashekun, you will know when I know you will say maybe I cut you off. I didn't cut you off. Today you're knowing the truth. Ofinuwenu Ojewoni, the person you confided in was the person that told me not to allow you. With wisdom, you already know who that person is. I won't say much because I already promised somebody close to my heart not to mention name. I will just paraphrase. So temi gbe dani yato, sintelomi gbe dani. So when I say one man, but some people say, I join forces with him. I say, what they are doing is not what I am doing. If they offered me money in 2024 and I said no, if they give them only 5 million, they will collect and sell me out. The ones who came to join forces with me, how much did they give them that they wouldn't have finished spending if they are not using it to already cater for their health already? So you will understand, it is not pride. When I use the song One Man Battalion, it is not pride. It is because inú jìn kéèyàn dẹ̀ má lọ finú wénú débi pé ó máa jẹ́wọ́. So Funke Ashekun, you will already understand the little I said now. We're still friends. You are my sister. I'm your brother. And for what it's all, you will see that I'm still active on your page. But this is what happened. Said the evidences you will share, they are not ready to share good evidence. And you gave me the best. All the evidences you had, those are the ones you sent to me. But I am sorry that I didn't check everything. I just jumped to conclusion that they were the things I've had since 2021. And truly, I've had them since 2021. They are on my phone. But those evidences, one, are the people ready to stand that, yes, they are the ones that were chatting with the so-called man of God? That's another thing. And that is why anybody who brings any case to me, what is the thing that I first tell you to do? You must sign, write letter of authorization. I'll give you the sample. And letter of indemnity. So that tomorrow, if you say you are backing up because you have collected money, that letter of indemnity covers me, covers my foundation. And I'm not asking you to pay a dime. Go and ask the people that we have gotten justice for. Because one has to begin to learn now in a very good way. And like I am working on so many of the voice notes, because what these pastors have done is to have gone to the government. They are not telling the government to adjust the penalty for terrorists. They are adjusting the law to muzzle people like me. So those voice notes, I have to be delivering them with wisdom. With wisdom. And that is what I'm working on. All of you will still enjoy the voice notes. Then the only thing I have to work on is how to describe in a way that you will know the person I am talking about. And Eledumare will give me that wisdom. So when I edit their names out of, because these people, they are afraid. They are not afraid of any anointing. They are afraid of hired assassin, of your pastors, of your clergymen. Say, Mr. Rotimi Timba Sosa, Moshe Atisoti Beji. Apart from ẹni tó bá Beji, another top evangelist wà tó jẹ́ wípé wọ́n pa àwọn kan síbi kan tẹ́ni yẹn send the voice note sí mi. So tí máa máa play yẹn sìn yìí, mo ti ní pé kẹ́ni yẹn jọ kó bá mi get in touch pẹ̀lú dádì ẹ̀. Àgbàlagbà ni máa yẹn. Wọ́n gbà tán dẹ̀ wà forthcoming. So if I have to feed you with this, I have to edit out the name of that pastor. Because wọ́n bá pè mí lọ́la pé okay, ṣé ẹni yìí ló ní pé kó o dárúkọ òun ló ní kó o dárúkọ pásọ yẹn tí mo ní rárá ṣe mọ̀ pé kéèsì ni. So it requires you that is what your pastors have done. That is what these evil clergymen have done, because they know they have dirty dealings ìtó ti pọmọ lọ́mọ lẹ́kún jayé àwọn orí òkè tẹ́ ń lọ ẹnìkan sì send voice note sí mi few people have heard it kán má rò pé bóyá Rótìmí kan nǹkan ìwọ̀n the question that is how do you cope with all these voice notes pé gbogbo orí òkè tẹ́ ń lọ yẹn náà rí nǹkan mọ́ tẹ́ ẹ̀ mọ̀ pé ń dá nǹkan kọjá. A pastor told me this. I cannot just reveal his voice because one of my mentors sọ fún mi. Ara àwọn pastor tán jẹ oúnjẹ tán jọ mẹ́mọ́ ní mò ń lọ orí òkè o mò ń lọ ìpàdé ìpéjọ mọ̀ tẹ́ ń tẹ́ mọ́lẹ̀ wọnú àwọn kámpù yẹn náà. You don't know. Thank you so much, Idowu 62. Thank you so much. You don't know what you are stepping. Nígbà tẹ́ bá fi kọ́ọ̀pù kékeré gbé ìṣòro lọ tẹ́ fi tírélà rù wálé. And for what it's worth, the problem you think you are having that you don't want to have, they are not peculiar to you. Everybody ló ní challenge. Àwọn pastor wèrè yìí gbogbo ló ní challenges. Owó yín náà fi ń ṣara ní dílé ṣe rò pé gbogbo ẹ̀ ń dán mọ́rán fún wọn. Nǹkan ò dán mọ́rán fún wọn despite having the free money sef. Ẹ sì máa rí i pé mi wàhálà tó wà láyé ẹ̀ gan kékeré ní sẹ́yìn tẹ́lẹ̀ ń wá mérekù ẹ̀ káàkiri. Àwọn olòṣìwèrè wọn máa mòróró lórí live video bí ìgbà tó yẹ pé wọ́n lọ́lọ́run. Do you know the true God? So please, the number again +234 8092906250 to help us sign the link immediately and help us share it. Let's see how far it will go. Maybe United Nations will now be able to look into the killings in Nigeria. Maybe the Organization of African Unity will look into these killings in Nigeria. Enough is enough. Please, Titi Tope, thank you so much. I think 2 people. Yeah, lọ ṣe nǹkan tó yẹ kí n ṣe.
Fàájálẹ̀tọ̀, we stand for justice, we stand for justice over religion. Fàájálẹ̀tọ̀, we stand for justice. We are justly aligned, we are religion, alongside and
Those of you who have sent your message to me for the link, I'm already looking at them. I will forward the link to you immediately I close up this live video now. Thank you. Sister Tokpe, thank you so much.
Are we going to follow? Akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ tí ọ̀rọ̀ gbogbo. Tọ́lọ́rọ̀ bá gbọ́ kí ni bàbá ọlọ́rọ̀ wá fẹ́ ṣe.
Thank you so much, Light Up.
Lóní òfin Fàájálẹ̀ tó. We stand for truth and justice. We are liberated religiously. Tàbá ṣẹ̀bẹ̀ nínú epo ẹ̀pà ẹni máa yé.
Sister Ebony mi. Ando yam lẹ máa jẹ. Thank you so much, Pastor K. Thank you so much.
Ayé kò ní rí ẹ̀mú. Rántí mi dáadáa. Ayé kò ní rí ẹ̀pà.
Thank you, sir.
Nítorí òtítọ́ ló gbé dání. Òtítọ́ ló gbé dání. Àṣẹ bọ́mọ náà ìgbìmọ̀.
So please, Facebook family, if you can hide me on that WhatsApp number, +234 8092906250 to get the link and help us sign the petition for these killings to stop. TikTok family, please let me know. And YouTube family, please don't hesitate to reach me. We are so many watching us now. If all of us sign this petition, United Nations will not have an option. OAU will not have an option. AU will not have an option than to look into these killings, kidnapping, and terrorism going on in Nigeria. Thank you so much.
Tọ́lọ́rọ̀ bá gbọ́ kí ni bàbá ọlọ́rọ̀ wá fẹ́ ṣe lórí òtítọ́ lórí òtítọ́ wàá jálẹ̀ tó. We stand for truth and justice.